welcome to Indie Film Cafe's Short Film Saturday. Short reviews for short films. I'm your host, Jonathan Moody, and today's episode is going to be talking about a little movie called Hey Alice, directed by Russell Ketterman and written by David Clare Bennett, who also acts in it, and with Giovanna Casanova. That's a great name, by the way. Who does the voice of Alice, and Russell Ketterman plays Ken. Andrew Irvin plays Andrew and Ken. So I'm going to talk about this movie. Basically, the film is a 9-minute short. Pretty much, whenever you get like a 9-minute short like that, you're always wanting more. You want more from the movie. You want it to be like a series or a movie, depending on where it was going with the 10 minutes or so. This movie basically is about this guy who, played by David, named Daniel, who creates a Siri, Hey Siri, kind of thing. And so he creates that, and in the middle of it, he's been doing stuff from home, and I guess this guy has been. There's gonna be spoilers, by the way. There's the character wants to steal the thing away from him, so he ends up basically hiring this guy to take it from him. Twists and turns abound. There's a twist after twist. I mean, there's like 3 twists in the freaking movie. And in 9 minutes, there's 3 freaking twists in it. The only thing I guess the problem with shorts, period, is that a lot of times you guys don't get the backstory of who these characters are, or why they want the whole thing, what's going on exactly. And I feel like that's the problem with this movie. Not that it's a bad thing necessarily. I think it's a great movie, great short. I recommend watching it, checking it out. But I feel like a lot of times there's a little bit of backstory that's needed that's not necessarily all explained. What was the point at the end of killing the guy necessarily? I didn't get it. Like, he could have, he didn't need to do that. And he could have thanked the guy or whatever for, you know what I mean? Like, there was no, to me, I didn't understand. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that it wasn't there or something. Maybe I missed it. And if I did, please leave a comment. Let me know. Did I miss something? Was there something there that I didn't see? But honestly, I thought, like, if they had maybe made it a little longer, like say a 30-minute short, and then we could have gotten to like see him at the office and then him coming home, because that was the thing. Like, he was working at home. Kind of reminded me a like thriller version of Not Quite Human, where the doctor has created this thing and he's a little kooky, I guess. But the other thing I also noticed is, like, I don't know how old David Clare Bennett is, but he looked really young, like young, like in his early 20s or something in the thing. Now, whether or not like David himself is older than that or not, he looked really young, and I almost for a second didn't buy that he was like old enough to even like be this, this guy. And that's not a problem, because it's, it's a movie, like obviously these, whatever, right? But I just felt like he was a little too young, so, looking. So that just kind of threw me off for a second. I was like, wait, this guy created it? Alright. I'm gonna go with it because it's the movie, and, and that's the way it is, but kind of just threw me for a second. So I honestly think that this movie with it had added like 20 more minutes, probably could have explained a lot more. Now, I don't know if they're going to try to make like a movie, like a feature film version of this film. And if they do, there will probably be a lot more explanation, especially of like more about Alice. That was the other thing I didn't like. Alice just seemed too normal, like too Siri-like. It would have been a lot cooler had Alice been a little bit more like evil sounding or evil, like she was constructing the whole thing. Like he created her, but she was like the mastermind of it all. They didn't play that route, which kind of made me a little bummed because that's where I thought it was going with it, and I think maybe at the end they tried a little bit with that, but it just didn't work for me. Like him saying, it's always been about us, and she's saying, it's always been about us or whatever. But it that sounds like something Siri would say. You know what I mean? If he said that exact line to Siri, Siri would have said it. Didn't sound anything sinister or anything. I was hoping it would go the route of like a thriller version of the short film that I saw. And I might review this at some point. There's a short film that I remember watching that I loved called GPS I Love You. And written by the guys who did Sonic the Hedgehog movie a while back. And it was basically about a GPS who fell in love with the person who bought it. And I thought that was a really funny idea. I thought that's where this route was going to go, of like this really sinister kind of thing, like, him being manipulated or whatever, controlled by the machine that he created. I thought that was where it was going to go. Sadly, it didn't go that route, in my opinion. If other people felt like it did, I'm sorry, maybe I misunderstood stuff, but I didn't feel like it went that way. I felt like it was a little too rushed. It felt like. I felt like they had a story that could have evolved into much bigger and longer. Even 30 minutes would have made, I felt like it would have made an even better movie. Now, I'm not saying it's not a bad movie, and like I said, go watch it. Please, go watch it. I think it's wonderful in a sense, but not my, I don't know. Like, if they expand upon it and make it longer, I probably would watch this movie a lot. Maybe make it into a feature. I would definitely be interested. Or even a 30-minute short. I'd be interested in seeing that. More backstory. Or a series. Hey Alice, the series would be awesome. I would be down with that. But doing it as, just that 9 minutes, I felt like it needed a little bit more. Once again, though, I am recommending it. I am telling you guys, go see it. Judge it for yourself. I will put the link down at the bottom. Let us know what you guys think, because honestly, it is a much better short than a lot of these other shorts out there that, a lot of times are like only 4 minutes and you really don't get enough. There, at least I get to know the characters a little bit more, and I just wanted a little something more from it. So with that being said, I hope you guys get a chance to see it and everything, and check it out, and let us know your opinion. I mean, like I said, did I miss something? Was there something more there that, I don't like these filmmakers who say, we didn't put that in there because we're planning to put it in the next episode or next short or something. And I'm like, put it in that one and then put something more into the next one, That's how I feel. Like, I feel like people can't rob people of stuff when they're trying to watch these kind of things. So I feel like this movie could be awesome. I hope that it does get a feature film. And if it doesn't, if they go and do something else, I can't wait to see the next thing that David writes and produces. Because I think he was wonderful in all three of them. And like I said, Giovanna Casanova did a wonderful job in the voice. Everybody was just wonderful in this. The voice work and the live action actors were just fantastic. So check it out. Hope you guys enjoy it, and let me know what you guys think. Okay, till next week. Bye.